Do you sometimes feel like others' opinions matter more than your own, even when you work hard? Are there good chances you miss because you worry too much about what people think? It's time to break free and stop caring about others' thoughts. In this video, we will share you about 8 strong habits that can help you overcome obstacles and stop letting others control your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Stage 1. Be okay with yourself just the way you are. You're always with yourself, so you should have fun with yourself too. Everyone is different, and no one is exactly the same. To move forward, it's important to be okay with who you are, including your good and bad points. Being okay with who you are is a very important habit for doing well. When you realize you're unique and stop comparing yourself to other people, you can see all the good and bad things about yourself, recognizing both the good and the bad stuff. This will make you feel more confident and able to go after your goals without always worrying about what others think or getting overwhelmed. It will also help you accept the parts of life that you can't change and make the most of the things that make you special and unique. Buddhism teaches us that we are all imperfect beings, and that's perfectly okay. We are not meant to be perfect, but to be real. We are meant to be authentic, to be true to ourselves. The Buddha said, "However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do you if you do not act on upon them?" This means that it's not about pretending to be someone you're not, but about being who you truly are. Self-acceptance is about acknowledging all parts of ourselves, our strengths and weaknesses, our successes and failures, our joys and sorrows. It's about accepting ourselves with all our imperfections and flaws, and still seeing the beauty within. Just as a lotus flower grows in the mud yet blooms above the water's surface, we too can rise above our imperfections and shine. One of the reasons why we care so much about what others think is because we seek validation from them. We seek their approval, their acceptance, their love. But Buddhism teaches us that the love and acceptance we seek from others must first come from within. The Buddha said, "You can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than you are yourself, and that person is not to be found anywhere. You, yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." Self-love is not about being selfish or narcissistic. It's about respecting ourselves, valuing ourselves, and treating ourselves with kindness and compassion. It's about understanding that we are worthy of love and respect, not because of what others think of us, but because of who we are. Buddhism also teaches us the importance of self-awareness in cultivating self-acceptance and self-love. By becoming more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and actions, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. We can learn to recognize our patterns, our habits, our tendencies. And with this awareness, we can begin to change. We can begin to let go of the things that no longer serve us and embrace the things that do. Mindfulness meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating self-awareness. It involves focusing our attention on the present moment without judgment or distraction. By doing so, we can become more aware of our thoughts and feelings and learn to observe them without getting caught up in them. This can help us to develop a greater sense of self-acceptance as we learn to see ourselves more clearly and objectively. Being okay with ourselves just the way we are is a journey of self-discovery and self-love. It's about embracing our true selves, with all our imperfections and flaws. It's about recognizing our worth, not based on others' opinions, but on our own inherent value. It's about cultivating self-awareness, self-forgiveness, and self-compassion. And it's about understanding that we are all unique waves in the vast ocean of existence, each with our own rhythm and pattern, each with our own beauty and worth. So let's embrace ourselves just the way we are, and let's live a life that's true to us. Because, as the Buddha said, the only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows. Stage 2. Think differently about criticism. Seeing things in a new way can help you take charge of your life. A different perspective can lead to new chances and help you build the life you dream of. Criticism is when people tell you what they think about something you did. It can help you grow if you see it in a good way. It's important to not get upset by criticism and instead see it as a chance to get better. This will help you see problems in life as opportunities to become stronger. By taking criticism without being too tough on yourself, you can learn from it and become a better person. Not all criticism is created equal. Some people criticize with the intention to help, while others do it to hurt. Understanding the intent behind the criticism can help you respond to it appropriately. If the criticism is constructive and meant to help you improve, embrace it with gratitude. If it's meant to hurt or belittle you, recognize it for what it is and choose not to let it affect you. One of the reasons why criticism hurts is because we often identify ourselves with what we do. We think that if our work is criticized, it means we are not good enough. But Buddhism teaches us that we are not our work. We are not our mistakes. We are more than our successes and failures. So when you receive criticism, try to separate yourself from it. Remember, it's not you who's being criticized, but your work or your actions. Every criticism, no matter how harsh, contains a lesson. It might not be easy to see it, especially when a criticism is unfair or unkind. But if you look closely, you can find something valuable that you can learn from it. Maybe it's a new perspective that you hadn't considered before. Maybe it's a weakness that you need to work on. Or maybe it's a reminder to stay true to yourself and not let others' opinions sway you. Buddhism teaches us the art of non-attachment. When we're overly attached to others' opinions, we give them power over us. We let their words define our worth and dictate our actions. To stop caring about what others think, we need to practice non-attachment. This doesn't mean we should ignore others' opinions completely. It means we should listen to them, consider them, but not let them control us. Often, people who criticize others are dealing with their own insecurities and pain. They criticize not because they want to help, but because they want to feel superior or to distract themselves from their own problems. By cultivating compassion, we can understand their suffering and respond to their criticism with kindness rather than anger or resentment. The best way to deal with criticism is to use it as fuel for self-improvement. Instead of dwelling on the negative comments, focus on what you can do to improve. Take action, make changes, and strive to be better. Remember, the goal is not to please others or to avoid criticism, but to become the best version of yourself. Criticism is an inevitable part of life. We can't control how others perceive us or what they say about us, but we can control how we respond to their criticism. By shifting our perspective, separating ourselves from the criticism, looking for the lesson, practicing non-attachment, cultivating compassion, and focusing on self-improvement, we can transform criticism from a source of suffering into a catalyst for growth. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. Stage 3. Stay away from people who bring you down. Living a happy life without bad vibes is important for getting better and becoming a better person. Surround yourself with people who help you grow and make you feel good. Also, be aware of when it's time to stop hanging out with those who bring negativity into your life. If someone makes you feel bad or always focuses on the bad things, it can stop you from moving forward. Get rid of these negative influences as soon as you can, even if it means taking a break from family or friends. It will be worth it in the end. An insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. This teaching underscores the profound impact that negative people can have on our mental and emotional well-being. They can instill doubt, fear, and insecurity, making us question our worth and our abilities. Buddhism encourages us to cultivate empathy and understanding towards negative people. After all, they are not inherently bad. They are simply suffering and acting out of ignorance. By understanding their suffering, we can develop compassion for them and wish for their well-being. This doesn't mean we should tolerate their negative behavior, but it means we should not harbor ill feelings towards them. The Buddha said, "Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule." By responding to negativity with love and compassion, we not only protect our own mental and emotional well-being, but we also have the potential to transform their negativity into positivity. Staying away from people who bring us down is a crucial step in stopping caring about what others think. By surrounding ourselves with positive influences, setting boundaries with negative people, and cultivating equanimity, empathy, and compassion, we can protect our mental and emotional well-being and live a life true to ourselves. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Stage 4. Understand that everyone has their own way in life. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. This quote underscores the importance of our individual journeys. We are all shaped by our thoughts, our experiences, and our actions. We are all on a unique path of self-discovery and self-improvement. When we understand this, we begin to see that others' opinions are a reflection of their own journey, not ours. They are shaped by their own experiences, their own thoughts, and their own perceptions. Their opinions do not define us, nor do they determine our worth. Imagine a garden filled with various types of flowers: roses, sunflowers, daisies, tulips, and many more. Each flower is unique in its color, shape, and fragrance. Some bloom in the morning, others in the evening. Some prefer the sun, others the shade. Yet each one is beautiful in its own way. They don't compare themselves with each other. They don't strive to be like the others. They simply bloom in their own time, in their own way. Just like these flowers, we too are unique. We have our own strengths, our own weaknesses, our own pace. We don't need to compare ourselves with others. We don't need to strive to be like them. We simply need to be ourselves, to grow at our own pace, in our own way. This doesn't mean we should ignore others completely. After all, we are social beings, and our interactions with others can provide valuable insights and lessons. However, it's important to remember that everyone's perspective is limited by their own experiences and understanding. So while we should listen to others, we should also filter their opinions through our own understanding and wisdom. We should not blindly accept others' opinions, but rather we should use our own discernment to determine what is true and beneficial for us. This requires us to cultivate mindfulness and awareness, to be present in the moment and to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When we understand that everyone has their own way in life, we begin to see the futility of comparing ourselves with others. We begin to see the freedom in being ourselves, in following our own path. We begin to see the beauty in our uniqueness, in our individual journey. Understanding that everyone has their own way in life is a powerful step towards stopping caring about what others think. It's about recognizing the uniqueness of our own journey, respecting our own path, and living a life that's true to us. It's about embracing our individuality, our uniqueness, and our freedom to be ourselves. Stage 5. Don't let things get to you personally. Don't feel bad about what others do. They act based on their own thoughts and feelings, not because of you. People's words and actions show what's going on in their minds, not about you. If you don't let others affect you, you won't feel hurt by their behavior. You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. This quote beautifully encapsulates the essence of non-attachment. When we're overly attached to others' opinions, we give them power over us. We allow their words to ignite our anger, fuel our insecurities, and cloud our judgment. But when we practice non-attachment, we can view things objectively, without letting them affect our inner peace. Buddhism teaches us that everything in life is impermanent, including thoughts and opinions. They arise, exist for a while, and then cease to exist. They are not solid entities, but fleeting mental formations. So when someone expresses an opinion about you, remember that it's just a temporary mental formation, not a permanent truth. Equanimity is the quality of being calm and composed, even in the face of adversity. It helps us maintain our inner peace, regardless of what others think or say. As an elephant in the battlefield withstands arrows shot from bows all around, even so shall I endure abuse. Not taking things personally is a journey towards inner peace and freedom. It's about understanding that others' opinions are not a reflection of your worth, but a reflection of their own reality. It's about choosing not to let external factors dictate your inner peace. Stage 6. Remember, other people's thoughts about you don't make you who you are. Everyone has their own thoughts and beliefs. It's important to know that these thoughts and beliefs don't define who you are. Instead of seeking approval from others, find validation within yourself. Focus on enjoying what you do without worrying about others' opinions. It's natural to dwell on criticism, but remember that everyone goes through tough times. Forgiving yourself and focusing on the good things can set you free. When you realize that your opinion matters, despite what others think, you can break free from the burden of judgment. Buddhism teaches us to cultivate mindfulness, or the practice of being fully present in the moment. When we are mindful, we are aware of our thoughts and feelings without being overwhelmed by them. We can observe others' opinions without letting them define us. We can see them for what they are: temporary, subjective interpretations of reality. As the Buddha said, do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Buddhism is the cultivation of compassion and loving kindness, not just towards others, but also towards ourselves. When we are kind to ourselves, we stop seeking validation from others. We understand that we are worthy of love and respect, not because of what others think of us, but because of who we are. The Buddha said, "You can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than you are yourself, and that person is not to be found anywhere." Buddhism encourages us to cultivate wisdom, to see things as they truly are. When we see the world through the lens of wisdom, we understand that others' opinions are a reflection of their own reality, not ours. They are based on their own experiences, beliefs, and prejudices. You are not a reflection of someone else's opinion. You are a unique individual with your own strengths, weaknesses, dreams, and fears. You are a work in progress, constantly evolving and growing. So don't let others' opinions define you. Define yourself through your actions, your thoughts, and your values. Because, in the words of the Buddha, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. Stage 7. Concentrate on doing what makes you feel good. Your happiness depends on what you think. So make sure to protect your thoughts and don't entertain ideas that are not good or reasonable. Your work is to discover your work, and then with all your heart to give yourself to it. This means that we should strive to find what truly resonates with us, what makes our hearts sing, and then dedicate ourselves to it wholeheartedly. This could be a career, a hobby, a cause, or even a simple daily routine. What matters is that it brings us a sense of fulfillment and joy. Your work is to discover your work, and then with all your heart to give yourself to it. This means that we should strive to find what truly resonates with us, what makes our hearts sing, and then dedicate ourselves to it wholeheartedly. This could be a career, a hobby, a cause, or even a simple daily routine. What matters is that it brings us a sense of fulfillment and joy. We all have something that we love to do, something that makes us lose track of time. It could be painting, writing, gardening, teaching, or even cooking. Spend some time exploring your interests and find what truly makes you happy. Our values are the principles that guide our life. They are the compass that helps us navigate the world. When our actions align with our values, we feel a sense of inner peace and satisfaction. So, identify your values and strive to live by them. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment. It helps us appreciate the simple joys of life and find happiness in our daily activities. So whether you're eating, walking, or working, try to be fully present and enjoy the moment. Gratitude is the practice of appreciating what we have. It helps us focus on the positive aspects of our life and find joy in our everyday experiences. So, Take some time each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for. Doing what makes us feel good also means taking care of ourselves. It means treating ourselves with kindness and understanding. So, don't be too hard on yourself. Remember, we're all works in progress. Concentrating on doing what makes us feel good is a powerful way to stop caring about what others think. It's a way to reclaim our life, our happiness, and our peace. Stage 8. Respect your own limits and rules. Respecting your own limits and rules means standing up for what you believe in, even when it's not popular or convenient. It means saying no when you need to, without feeling guilty or selfish. It means not letting others' opinions or expectations make you compromise on what's important to you. The Buddha taught that we should live our lives with mindfulness and integrity. This means being aware of our actions and ensuring they align with our values. It means not letting others' opinions sway us from our path. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. One of the most powerful ways to respect your own limits and rules is by practicing self-compassion. This means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a good friend. It means recognizing that you are not perfect, and that's okay. It means forgiving yourself when you make mistakes and learning from them instead of beating yourself up. Self-compassion also means acknowledging your limits and respecting them. It means understanding that you can't do everything, and that's okay. It means not pushing yourself to the point of exhaustion just to meet others' expectations. The Buddha said, "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." Setting boundaries also means taking responsibility for your own happiness. It means not letting others' opinions or actions dictate your mood or self-worth. It means understanding that you are in control of your own emotions and choosing not to let others' negativity affect you. As the Buddha said, "A jug fills drop by drop." Respecting your own limits and rules also means living in accordance with your values. This means doing what you believe is right, even when it's difficult. It means not compromising your principles just to please others. It means standing up for what you believe in, even when it's not popular. Living in accordance with your values also means following your own path, not the path others expect you to follow. It means not letting others' opinions or expectations make you doubt your choices. It means trusting yourself and your decisions, even when others may not. As the Buddha said, "The foot feels the foot when it feels the ground." Respecting your own limits and rules is a crucial part of stopping to care about what others think. It's about understanding your worth, honoring your boundaries, and living in accordance with your values. It's about treating yourself with kindness and compassion, and not letting others' opinions or expectations dictate your choices or emotions. The journey to stop caring about what others think is a journey towards self-discovery and self-love. It's about understanding that you are the master of your own life, and others' opinions are just passing clouds in the vast sky of your existence. So let's embrace our true selves, let's respect our own paths, and let's live a life that's true to us. Because, as the Buddha said, the only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows.